tips for husband to handle his wife's pregnancy. Hi friends, welcome to Marriage Realities, a comprehensive relationship channel. Today's video is all about the most important duty you have as a husband. It is looking after your wife during her pregnancy. The pregnancy phase of your wife is highly emotional to her. Your wife would undergo many mood swings during her pregnancy phase. One moment your wife is happy, the next moment she is unhappy. The emotions of your wife are that unstable. It keeps fluctuating from one extreme to the other. She also has many doubts about her delivery. This is the time your wife drastically needs your support. It is your duty to be with your wife to make her feel protected by you. Your love, your presence, your encouragement means a lot to your pregnant wife. Here are 10 useful tips for you to handle the pregnancy phase of your wife. The number 1 tip to look after your wife is to understand her mood swings. During a pregnancy phase, your wife undergoes many hormonal changes in her body. This often results in your wife having tremendous mood swings. Your wife might get angry for no reason. She might also become moody for no reason. Your wife might also cry for no valid reason. You must understand that the mood swings of your wife have nothing to do with you. And it is the hormonal changes happening within her body that is making your wife behave rather queerly. The number 2 tip to look after your wife is to give her the much needed rest. You should understand that because of a pregnancy, your wife will get tired easily. So you cannot and should not expect your wife to look after you as she did before her pregnancy. Now it is your turn to look after your wife. You should willingly help your pregnant wife by looking after your children. And you should help your wife in her household chores. You should watch out that your wife does not overdo her work. The number 3 tip to look after your wife is to accompany her to the doctor. Make sure that you accompany your wife during her doctor's visit. When you clarify your doubts with the doctor about the health of your wife, it makes her feel your care. Your presence during her ultrasound scan makes your wife feel your involvement. The image of your baby growing in the womb of your wife makes both feel emotional and bonded. The number 4 tip to look after your wife is to encourage her to do regular exercises. Exercises are good for your wife during a pregnancy phase. Most often, your wife will try to skip doing exercises. But when you give your wife company, she will do it regularly. Also, your presence gives your wife incredible pleasure and happiness. The number 5 tip to look after your wife is to forego your anger. When you are angry with your wife, she feels unhappy and miserable. A feeling which she should not experience during her pregnancy. So, never display unreasonable temper towards your wife during a pregnancy phase. As it is, your wife is emotionally keyed up. When you show your anger, it makes your wife even more emotional and sad. This might indirectly affect the health of your wife. Remember that your wife is carrying your baby. The least you can do is to make her feel happy. The number 6 tip to look after your wife is to spend more time with her. You should spend more time with your wife as she likes being with you more than anything else. And you are duty bound to spend time with your wife rather than be self-centered about your own interests. But goodbye to your mobile phone, internet and video games and spend quality time with your wife. Talk to your wife about the baby. Discuss the names for your baby. Take your wife for long walks. When you spend time with your wife, it makes her feel your love in no uncertain terms. The number 7 tip to look after your wife is to be indulgent. Pamper your wife with things she craves for. Take your wife for shopping. Allow your wife to indulge herself. Cook your wife her favorite food. The number 8 tip to look after your wife is demonstrating your love. Demonstrate your love for your wife openly and frankly so that she feels it. Make your wife feel your love by displaying it through cute physical gestures. Kiss your wife affectionately. Hug your wife without sexual intent. Snuggle your wife up to you when she sits beside you. Your wife adores such beautiful love gestures from you because it makes her feel the warmth of your love. The number 9 tip to look after your wife is to make sure she eats healthy. Your wife might take a dislike to certain foods during a pregnancy phase, but make sure your wife does not skip breakfast, lunch or dinner. And also, it is your utmost duty to see that your wife eats healthy. You should avoid fast food so that your wife would not be tempted about it. Make your wife eat lots of fruits. Make sure that the food your wife eats contains a lot of green leafy vegetables. The number 10 tip to look after your wife is to be mentally prepared to be a father. Your life will not be the same after you become a father. Like your wife, your life too will take a 360-degree turn with the arrival of your baby. Your duties and responsibilities will increase. You'll be unable to spend more time on things you are passionate about. You should make yourself mentally prepared to handle the birth of your baby. Search the internet about the ways to look after your wife and about the ways to look after your baby. Your baby is going to make you a father. So, it is your utmost duty to give hand to your wife during a pregnancy and after the birth of your baby. The pride of becoming a father is worth tons of gold to you, and the happiness of becoming proud parents makes you evolve as a family. It is an emotional feeling which makes you feel bonded to your wife in no uncertain terms. Did this video make you understand the simple ways to look after your wife during a pregnancy phase? Marriage Realities will have many such relationship eye openers. Subscribe to my channel to understand your marriage in a new light. Press the bell icon for updates about my latest relationship videos. Make love forever until death do us part your relationship goal.